with the villains and we chasing cheese. I'm killing damn near everything a nigga see. I'ma show out like a goon on his birthday. Introduce you to your doom in the worst way. I'm flexing like a fool cause I'm lifting weight. 7 texts and 8 max, my niggas straight.
In the day vibes, man. Gang.
You are about to get in tune. Make sure you hit the like button as you join. Support the team and all good content. Your host Bush and his unapologetic panel dive deep into the heart of hip-hop entertainment and gangster culture. From the roots. Welcome to In Tune Perspective. Stay tuned.
Yo. I just don't understand. What the fuck?
That's the overlay.
Overlay, okay. My bad, y'all. Back at it again. In Tune Perspective, episode 3. Take that shit off of there, too. What the? How you get? God.
What you see?
You don't see that shit on top of my head? It say something.
Oh, yeah. The screen. The headline.
There we go. I promise I'm going to get this shit together one day. Anyway, man, we back. This episode 3, In Tune Perspective, EST87, a.k.a. It's a Wobbler. Go subscribe to that. You feel me?
Check me out, man.
The radical one. Let's get to that shit. And we back at it again. Man, how y'all doing? What's good? What's really good?
Man, life been lifing, man. It's the summertime. You know, shit been crazy, but excuse my language. It's been crazy, man, but you know, day at a time, man. Day at a time. But content-wise, it's been mayhem. I'm kind of getting tired and burnt out on certain topics, man.
I see you pushing a lot of content right now.
Yeah,
I'm trying. I see Bush pushing shit. I need to be more consistent.
Man, I'm trying to get back at it. I'm trying to get back at it. I'm gonna have to hire somebody to do the real clips and cut this shit up. I'm gonna have to hire somebody to get my shit professional. Tell you the truth, with the intros and everything. But it don't matter. We on it. Shit, right now we in New York. As you can see in my background, y'all know I'm from Brooklyn all day. I mean, shit, man. New York. The spirits is high in New York right now. Shit. I know that a lot of people ain't tapping in. They about to watch the game, but New York, baby, New York Knicks. What you know about that, B-Rad?
I know about being crushed by the Pacers in the '90s, and I never recovered as a Knicks fan.
It don't matter. Can you have some pride right now? Some little
absolutely.
Pride?
Jalen Brunson's a GOAT for sure. But I'm not getting too excited about it because they're probably
they got blew out today. Y'all know.
A lot of people, they like, oh, don't get too happy. Fuck all of that. You know why?
That's what I'm saying.
That energizes the people. That energize the team with the spirit. When the state is happy. When the people happy. So ESC, what you think? We got a chance or what?
Not tonight. Y'all got beat 115-93. Well, I mean, Boston came back and made a statement. They was hitting threes. They had a lot more energy. But listen, when Madison Square Garden is on 10, bro, that's something that's like the 10th 11th wonder of the world, man. It's like, and what I like to do when I watch basketball, I look at the background. You see Jewish, Chinese, black, white, Indian, everybody just Knicks, and bro, it kind of make you want to be a Knicks fan, even though I would never. But I love this team, man.
That energy gotta be something. That energy gotta do something.
The energy is crazy.
That energy has to do something to the team for sure. B-Rad, you think we gonna blow them out or what? I think maybe.
I mean, I didn't expect the first 2 games to go the way they did. I'm not shocked that they did pick one up tonight, but I mean, 2-1 and then coming back to the Garden now, that could be bad for them for sure. Like, I'd love to see the Knicks do it. That'd be great.
They're gonna do it. By the way, early happy Mother's Day to all. Shit.
Yeah, facts.
It's gonna be a beautiful one. We going out to celebrate. We gonna have a nice little barbecue with all the fixings and everything else.
Okay.
On the island, so that's what we doing. We gonna celebrate a little Knicks pride. I might wear my Knicks hat that I ain't wearing in a long time. Pull that out in front. Like
it's gonna be a little cool out there, ain't it?
I mean,
tomorrow's gonna be nice.
Okay.
It's gonna be nice. We just took some hits. It was rainy days, but they said we got a cool weekend coming up. Shit. So
Yeah, we got
I'm happy
smoke. We got
about
like
that.
3 inches of rain the other day.
Oh my
Pause.
God. They was trying to talk about flooding and all kind of shit. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was nice.
Anyway, let's get into the bullshit that we do. Content. Oh shit, here go the homie. Cheat. He came right on time
What
for the
it do?
bullshit.
What it do?
Salute.
Salute.
What it is, what it ain't.
You know, it's been a lot going on, and I know EST is hip to the situation with the old Blockians. You know what I mean, and things like that. You know, I am too lightly. I just don't like the investigation. I'm off the snitching. Everybody, I feel like snitch is gonna be a snitch, whatever. But these YouTubers thinking they not ratting when they on the investigating, figuring out this and that, or this is because of that retaliation for that. That ain't your job, homeboy. Anyway,
Were
I
you
got
talking
a
about
little.
Trench?
Yeah, I got a clip I want to play.
Oh God, I'm ready for that.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now,
Pause.
before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Facebook. We'll also be dropping the latest T there first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member. Now, let's get into
I ain't gonna lie, he got his shit locked down to where he on that promoting shit. That shit we need to be on too, but
We need some
what you guys
sponsorship
can't get to
deals.
see.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I never understood about the drill culture is how guys could commit crimes, especially like catching a body, and they get on social media and brag about it and let it be known in but so many words that they had something to do with it. They say it's no statute of limitations on catching a body, so whether it's tomorrow, weeks, years, or even decades from now, you could be caught and charged for the body. Now, for some reason throughout the years, it's been cool to now bring street business on social media, and that's been leading to a lot of guys getting caught, whether it's flashing money or flashing guns, getting in interviews saying way more than you need to, or just putting certain things in music that you're not supposed to put in your lyrics. However it go, all this could be avoided if guys just didn't bring certain things on social media. However, in the culture we in now, everybody just got to let you know that they're involved in certain things when they happen. With that being said, it's been brought to our attention that a certain somebody, I'm not going to say no names or any clicks because this is now an open investigation, but they thought it would be a smart idea to get on social media and flash an O Block chain that was allegedly taken from Duke or O Block Youngin after they were shot and alive. Now, keep in mind, all of this is alleged, but I'm going to get into why everybody believes that this is the suspect. And this pretty much led him to delete his social media after he will post a picture in his close friends. Now, we're going to post the pictures, but before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now.
you know, the artist they talking about that's doing all the flashing, EST.
The
I'm
artist,
wondering.
I don't want to say his name.
Okay, I get it. I could.
Yeah, I don't even want to say his name right now. But
Is it a little person or is it a regular
wait.
sized person?
Hey, Chief. Before we do that, let's break it down and put it in the context, EST, please, because you're the master of this, of that. What happened with the whole O Block recent events things?
well, we all know O Block is up, right? O Block is up on the score. They don't won a couple championships, but
We're talking about the finals.
yeah, we talking about the finals. Yeah. They don't want to, but you know they took a lot of losses to some Hall of Famers, and you know when the FBI swing the block, is pretty much done. But Duke and his cousin Youngin both was killed, and then we got a third person whose name is slipping me right now. He's fighting for his life, right?
Oh, so there's somebody that's alive still.
Yeah, somebody who's
that's
alive still,
a problem.
and they said he's going to make it.
Oh,
Right.
that's a bigger problem.
Right. So, but it is, but it ain't. But Duke has a baby by Dirk's brother D Thing. So she now has two baby fathers deceased, and it's kind of weird that my brother and my homie,
She's the Black Widow.
yeah, but Dirk and Vaughn and Duke, they're all close. They're all close. Yeah.
Okay, in the recent events, let's get to
The
it.
recent events, it was at a club. incident happened, and for what people were saying and what was reported, was the dude was walking around in the club with a shiesty on, gripping. So when the
So I'm
dudes
out.
leave,
It's time for me to
but
leave.
but when the dudes leave, that's what you run into, an ambush.
Oh,
Right. So
It
so
was
it's
set up
it's bait, it's catch and
300.
release, it's catch and release. It's you bomb the mouse out the house. You know what I'm saying? You bomb them out to run into a trap, right?
Oh
Mm.
God.
So that's how it
Wow.
go. And
That's cold
Wasn't there some
blooded.
controversy with Mona? Rest in peace, but wasn't like something. No,
yeah,
he wasn't the one that got beat up in the fight and then end up unaliving the dude that beat him up. Am I tripping?
talking about
Alright.
A Roy, right. So somebody was charged with A Roy's murder, and then a couple days later, he is deceased. So you know, yeah. Let's see
shit
right
get
quick
dangerous.
who was
That's why I
charged
tell
with.
about the YouTubers, man. The investigating. That's all. Like, stop it. Especially like you said, and you're right. We know O Block had King Von. You know, Dirk associated with O Block, the biggest fucking artist. Two of the biggest artists of all time. Not even just hip hop, big motherfuckers, popular,
Yeah.
money, popular fame, bitches, all that shit. So yeah, and you could imagine, Duck was their hero. So you got these YouTubers that's relating that to Duck, and we can understand it on a bigger scale because they trying to get their little YouTube bread, but you gotta have some type of integrity on that. You feel me? Like, don't do that because now it
Hold
get
on.
dangerous with it go right back to
Let
the
me correct
bullshit.
myself. Money Mon.
Okay.
Money Mon has been charged
My
with
bad.
A Roy murder. The dude who
Yeah,
was
I
killed in
am
O Block.
confused.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you. I'm like, wait a minute, this nigga's a hot boy.
Yeah.
But man,
yeah, Money Duke
you
is the
thinking?
Money Duke.
Chi, what you think about this shit?
I'm just like, it's crazy because I feel like we thought the war was over, but it wasn't a war. That was just the battles.
How you think a war
This is
was
the
over?
big
No,
war.
no. Yeah.
How
This
you
is
think
where
the
the
war
war
was
is.
over?
That was
Because,
like the calm before the storm.
you losing the MVPs, like the head of the situation. You understand? Like
Oh, I
it's
get it. I get it.
Duck versus Vaughn, and they're gone, and we're
But you
still
can't say they the heads
going.
because they the most popular though. Trust
Bush,
and
we
believe.
In the
he's
Duck
good.
situation, he was the first to come out the hood. You feel me? Like the first to say I'm
He
that
gave them
guy.
some hope.
I'm that guy
He
from
gave
the
them some
street.
hope on that side.
But then
For
he
sure.
dropped that one song that day. I think am I tripping? I think it was
He
like
wasn't the
1 million
first.
from that side
No. Chief
of
Keef
the
was.
Flyboy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
sure.
JoJo, rest in peace.
JoJo other side.
Damn.
We talking
But
about
JoJo before
wait.
Chief Keef.
Chief Keef got
He
up and
said
out.
Vaughn. I thought he's talking about
Yeah.
Duck. My bad. I'm thinking Duck the whole time. I'm sorry.
Nah. That's crazy. Then, so I could have sworn they were talking about destroying the whole complex, the O Block complex. I heard this is what they're trying to do.
But can you blame the government, B-Rad, if they say, oh, this complex is too infamous, they got too much gang shit involved, it's too damn crazy, O
They
Block
did it in
is
the Bronx.
very infamous and famous. Can you blame the
Yeah.
government, B-Rad, for breaking the shit
No.
down? Or what you think about
You
that?
you really can't. And I got to be honest, I think the community would probably breathe a little easier knowing that that's gone. But they're going to have to put up housing there anyway. And
Or
it's probably just going
EST
to wind up the same
disagrees.
shit.
They could put
And
a
you know
park.
what, B-Rad? Guess what? When we seen what happened to Cabrini Green and some of these infamous places in Chicago, and then guess what happened all of a sudden when they get broken down, them gangs, they go spread out. Now the factions, which been going on, so we can't really blame that on that. I get deep. We can't blame that on that because when you think about LA, the factions is going to happen with the young niggas no matter what. It's going to be some wild,
There's
that's
gonna be
just what's going to
retaliation.
happen.
Yeah.
They want to blame that Chicago situation on the buildings, but I don't think it was like that. But at the same time, B-Rad got a point. Like, O Block is infamous for the bullshit.
You know what? Also, you got My Haven. Remember the hole? I don't know if anybody knows about the hole. In My Haven, there was a situation like the O Block.
In the Bronx,
It was
yeah.
like 4 blocks, and they were all tied together, right? And bro, the Wild Cowboys, much
Killers.
respect to these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys were like
Yeah,
the
be
villains.
careful, Chief.
They were the O Blocks of our town. You know what I'm saying? They
Was
were
that
the
Mr.
guys.
Cheeks days?
No, this is
said-
Plátano. This is the brothers, the Sepulveda
Real-
brothers.
real-
These
What
guys
about
were
the
like,
spades and that spades, right? Black spades and all
this
that.
was a little after Black Spades.
Okay,
This was
okay,
a little
okay.
after the gangs were protecting. This was more like the beginning of Red Tops, the crack epidemic. This is like these were the guys who chefed the first bundles of crack.
It was a money thing.
It was So
More
there was no
gangbanging.
rappers there. But I'm
Of
using
course,
the
it's money
same.
thing.
I'm using the same ideology.
territory,
You
too.
understand? They had to shut it
Okay.
down. They had to kick everybody out. You understand what I'm saying? They had to even burn a couple of the buildings. You feel me? And how about in Chicago? They dropped a bomb on a building. That was
Yeah.
like a couple
But
of
that was in
complexes.
Philly. They
Oh,
did that in
Philly.
That was in Philly.
Right.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Black Wall
Philly.
Street. That was Black Wall Street.
Oh,
That's a whole
bomb.
different. Yeah.
I
But
didn't
that's
even know you
crazy
could
too,
use
but
that
that's the
type of explosive
East
in
Coast.
a
Gee,
residential.
guess what? They bombed the church with people in it.
Oh fuck!
Well,
Waco?
there was people in the
Wait,
buildings
Waco?
too.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
Alabama down
So
in the
that's what I'm
south. They-
trying to say about the demolishing of the because you know with gangs we romanticize buildings, we romantic not us, not me like I'm a gang, but you know black just culture,
you
the,
right,
urban
you right.
culture, buildings, blocks, neighborhoods. We turned it into a thing to where it's like, oh, that means so much to me. Like we own the shit and we don't own nothing about it. Now,
You know what's another thing I gotta say? And this goes into ties into the hip hop of it, right? So we get all these great artists, right? And now what's happening is in this like it's like a weird evolution of this music, because now we're gonna have to lose the actual stars who are the actual criminals, and in the future we'll then start finding the stars that aren't criminals but know how to voice it that way. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
that's evolution. I know what you're saying. I know what you're
it's
saying.
like we're gonna weed out the weak, and the weak. Hey, I'm not saying weak as in power, because these guys are obviously superpowers, but weak as in the point where these guys are gonna have to submit to their criminals.
No, but it's
doesn't
not
matter how
about
talented they
the
are.
artists either. It's about the people getting more smarter, educated, more understanding about the music. You want that type of music, yeah. Appreciate somebody that could deliver that type of music and smart enough to not be that retarded. I'm sorry, the word. I got
Hey,
watch
It's
these
the
words.
truth. It's the truth.
But also,
Because-
social media has a lot to do with this as well, because you got people going live. That's a whole new thing. You got people doing things online.
on the live.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, as people progress and get used to living a culture online, the bullshit's going to start to recede a bit too. So we
Yeah,
kind of
you're
just
right.
saw like a bunch of different things combined at once.
Well,
You know,
you know,
these young
to
kids
me-
took it to a different level.
everything is relative. I feel like it's a war on crime and guns right now, but back then, you know how many of our stars died of crack, heroin. You know what I'm saying? They were druggies and they were passing away a
We
lot.
wouldn't
It's just
know.
not. No, we
'Cause
do know.
They
we
kept
do know.
a great image in front of the camera. Like, we
That's-
never
You
saw
don't
the
know
drug
till
taking.
like you know, but you don't know
But
really. In
after?
retrospect, you know more
Whitney. Who
later.
would've saw
That's all I'm
Whitney?
saying.
No, I'm saying this. See, but the thing they did with Whitney is they try to make it seem like Bobby was the one who turned out when it was vice versa.
She was already doing it.
But they were alcoholics and big druggies. It's just that every big group back then had one of them. Look at Casey JoJo. It's like, but now it's not guns, it's drugs, and that back then now it's different. So they try to make it. But
Oh,
when the
I see
song I
what
was,
you.
yeah, it's all relative. When I be stroking came out, that was the sexy red of his time.
Yeah, but you also
Salute
got to
Destiny
remember that.
Torres. She said we own it. Y'all all.
That's my artist right there, right, right there. Savage Life Music,
She's
guys.
supporting.
Nice.
Yo,
Nice.
listen, this is the thing I want to say.
Yo,
Like, check
cheat
this out.
sheet
This is what,
challenge, man.
yeah, man, all the way. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, when we want reality from our artists, it's not what we really want. We're saying that, but we don't want that. I'm gonna give you a good example, right? Forrest Whitaker, right? Great actor. Did you
Which
know
one?
that he murdered somebody?
Which
Now, when
one?
Yeah, he murdered
I
somebody.
Do you know?
heard-
Do
yeah,
you know
I
he
did
has
know
a
that.
twin?
But there's
Do you know he got a twin?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
this was him.
What?
And he,
Yes.
yeah, you see,
Hey, each of the
Okay,
movies,
but do you
each
know,
one of them ain't
like-
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker with a real weird eye.
What was your
That
point by
guy-
saying he murdered somebody? Do you know
The
people,
point is that-
in self-defense, or I work with a guy that murdered somebody in self-defense who ran up in his house or ran up in his mom's house, and he's a good guy. Like, I
Yeah,
know
that's what
several.
but that's what I'm saying. Now we don't know this about Forrest Whitaker, right? Now, for most people tapping into the live, they're gonna feel like word. So he killed somebody. Now it's justified on Is he a redemption, a man who found redemption? Is he a man who found, salvation? We're not gonna stand there and be like, yeah, that makes all of those action movies authentic. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand
Yeah,
my
you're
point?
right.
It ain't gonna make me feel like he's a better killer in a
I hear
movie
you.
because he
I hear
killed
you.
a
Fast
human.
point.
So we don't we think that we want rappers that are telling the truth. But when we find out that they're like King Bond, they got a
Okay.
7 on their notch, and now you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
that's my community he's killing.
Not, but it's a difference
No, that
though.
ain't true. These young dudes
It's
is
a
like,
difference.
I love him. They get obsessed with him when they find that
Until
out,
he
and then they
killed
want
their
to go do
cousin,
it.
and
It's
then they
just
want to
that's the
spin the
sad
block.
truth. It's a cold fact. But look,
You know?
even Benzino, did y'all here's a question, did y'all ever look at Benzino as a gangster rapper? Or I don't think none of us is really fans of him
No,
because
and
their music wasn't really big, made men or nothing like that. But so now 50 Cent, there's this new thing. Actually, let me just play this clip because it's out there.
yeah, please.
Run the clip.
You said, I just remember being shot by your client. Almost being killed by your client. That's what I remember.
If you think that's don't get my paperwork.
This is your
That's
paperwork.
no. I'm saying,
This is trans.
I'm saying, hold on.
This is
Wait, hold on. But that's from the recordings, right?
No.
Recordings.
No.
From what?
This is from the court date, the trial.
Right.
I got the whole.
Right. No. But a lot of that's from recordings, and then you have to look at it to see which one is the stand and which one was the recordings. They are basing. See, this is where the recordings come in, and they're basing everything. His defense is basing everything on what I said from the recordings. We knew they're gonna do that. That's all. That's the recordings. That's not me saying it on the stand.
This is telling you.
Okay,
so you read it. This is.
I mean, no.
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me play this.
Hold on.
Now that's in the
Hold the
paperwork.
fuck up.
Grand
Hold the
jury, you
fuck
can go
up.
get the paperwork. They said, nah, I don't. I said, I don't know who shot me. I said, I was dizzy, I was fucked up. But you said this, I don't know what I was saying. I was panicking. I was blanking out. I was saying anything. I was in an ambulance. I said anything. I was in the hospital. I was under medication. I was saying anything.
Nigga,
They
not
said,
even
okay,
under
fine.
medication.
Months now
That
go
was
down.
crazy.
Time.
How
Never.
stupid.
I don't talk under
God,
medication.
we are,
I don't talk
first
under
of all.
the. You could give me the truth serum, bro. You're not gonna get the truth.
We all heard him full explanation. Yeah, my nephew, he pulled up. We all heard everything about it. And nobody actually tell the truth. None of us said anything like, "Oh, you a rat, you a snitch." Nobody looked at him as no gangster type of dude. He already got
he's a
exposed for all
civilian.
kind of weird shit. Nobody was surprised. He getting butt hurt now because 50 Cent said, and let me read it.
Literally.
50 put out, 50 just be tweeting. 50 probably ran into him somewhere and he looked at it like, man, I don't like this dude. And just said,
No, you
decided
know
to
what
do
it
shit.
is?
That's just,
You know what it is? He did the diss track at Eminem's spaghetti job.
yeah.
It's
So he
on.
been a
It's
op.
on
He
now.
been a op. Yeah, he been a op.
the op of just hip hop itself. This motherfucker was giving 5 mic
Source
albums, 2
magazine.
mics.
Thank you.
He's an enemy of the state.
Oh, look at Chi. Look
was
at
doing
Chi.
that.
Hold
An
up,
enemy
Chi.
of the
Hold
state.
up.
He
Hold
gave
up. Hold up.
Nas
What
his
did you say about Benzino? Say that again.
That Benzino is an enemy of the whole hip hop industry. He is an op to all rappers. He's been given 5 mic albums, 2 mics. That's not fair to any artist who is right now a fucking classic. And then he rewrote mics and then came back and gave him 5 later. That's hate.
Hey,
That's
who
hate.
the other dude who was with him who was doing it too? We got to call him out too.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's
The
a white.
whole
He don't
the-
count. Nah, let me stop.
It was 2 of them. It was Benzino and another dude.
Are you talking about
I don't know.
Ja himself?
Benzino was the one behind the shit.
It was
wasn't like no
him and
hip-hop
Kim
white guy. It was
Osario.
just some-
It was a chick. It was a chick named Kim Osario. She was the one that was running the source. It was him and
Okay.
Kim Osario.
Yeah,
them
she was,
motherfuckers was destroying
my
hip hop
opinion.
and doing shit like out of spite. Like, oh, I don't like them, so I'm gonna put these guys on the cover. Oh, I don't like them,
I'm
so I'm gonna put
interested-
those guys. That's not how you do
B-Rad,
it.
what
We
you think about
journalists.
the source top 5, the mic thing? Because you come from that era. What you think about that? Did you put that credibility into that or anything?
Not at all. I mean, he gave Eminem 2 fucking mics.
2
That's crazy.
mics. 2
That's
mics.
crazy. Like, I mean, and he
Them
did it
2
to a
mics.
lot of rappers. He did it to a lot of people.
Violating.
He gave, I think
just-
Nas's album got like 2 mics, 2 or 3 mics. The fucking
You know what
the
happens
first
is
one.
you got a guy.
Nostradamus
Biggie
kind of
got a guy
deserved that though.
You
Illmatic.
got a
though.
guy who didn't deserve or respect power, and he got power, and he abused
Yeah.
the shit out of it.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. Diddy abused power, but at least Diddy was making sure the culture didn't hurt in the process. Maybe some people were butt hurt, but they weren't hurt. You get what I'm
I
saying?
don't know about
I don't
that.
give a fuck.
No,
Literally.
I don't know about that.
Listen, it
I
wasn't
ain't
my
gonna,
butt.
no.
I'm good.
I'm not gonna totally disagree with you because yeah, Diddy did. I think Diddy did protect the
He
sanctity of hip hop
sustained
to a
He
degree.
sustained hip hop.
What? What are y'all
To some
talking
extent.
about?
I mean,
I don't
he
care about his
exploited it, but
personal
he
shit,
never
his freak
sold
offs.
it out, right?
I'm talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. See, maybe you getting at the fact that he introduced champagne and
the shiny
capitalism
suits.
to hip hop. Not introduced
Nah.
it, but
Nah.
he took a big part in it. I don't know what you're getting at. I want to know what your point.
Because Rakim was
How did he
doing the
not
gold
protect the
bling
sanctity?
bling shit before all of them. Rakim ran around with like 13 gold chains. They
Listen,
were
Rakim
doing
was a
it.
different
He was
type
Yeah,
of
you're
rapper
right.
before
Hip hop
rappers
been
were
about that.
rappers.
It's been about the shiny shit. The problem is that Diddy came in and he turned it into like a big Coca-Cola commercial, but he was not partnering with people. So wait. Before you jump on the shit, remember, while Diddy's doing this, Jay-Z is in Def Jam, blocking DMX, blocking everybody, firing people. The only people that were safe were under Bad Boy. He
How
couldn't
did
do
you say
shit to
Jay-Z was
them.
blocking
Yeah, but they
DMX? I beg
starved
your
Yes.
ass.
everybody at Bad Boy.
Yes.
Starved.
DMX is
Yes.
still a
Not
big
one millionaire
star.
rapper at Bad
Jay-Z,
Boy. Not
that's
one
the
millionaire
reason
rapper.
why he left Def Jam. DMX was there making diamond records twice a year.
Twice
And
a
when
year.
Jay-Z got there, his shit was not rocking. I could find the video of DMX
It wasn't
saying
because of Jay-Z, sir. I'm sorry to tell you. No. It's because you got old.
telling-
That style got old. It's
you
over.
can say
It
that,
wasn't
but
because
what,
of Jay-Z.
I'm
DMX
telling you,
didn't adapt to the luxurious life. He kept it real. He didn't adapt
that
to the
that
mobster, the
is
gangster, none of
wrong.
that shit. He was just DMX. But sometimes that gets you can't. These artists that made it through these years is because they adapted. They got on their knees. And I don't want to be derogatory, but we know what I mean. And they found a
They
way to
went to a
keep
big
adapting.
party.
Drake, he's not the same Drake. Future is not the same Future. Any
Yeah, nah,
artist
you're
that
right about
that
that.
was able
I
to
don't know
last
about
through
that.
these years, they learned how to maneuver, Playboy. And
You get
DMX
commercialized.
Oh, okay. You saying that? You right. Yeah, you right.
I'm
You
just
right.
telling you, DMX has
I know I'm right.
a whole essay on YouTube talking about how Jay-Z became president, and all of a sudden, even Redman got blocked. Redman was
If
Def
you're
Jam.
saying Jay-Z had the
Jay-Z
power to stop these artists,
exterminated
then I gotta
everybody.
stop you.
He
We also got to
exterminated
say that
artists.
DMX was smoking crack in the studio. So
Yeah, like let's be real here. They couldn't keep up with the pace of this shit.
I
This
cannot
shit is
side
real.
with
If
that.
you don't look at it like real business, you ain't gonna get it. These dudes, Drake and these dudes, they pay for all
Jay-Z
kind of shit.
is-
Writers, they pay for this, that. They want the best. They play their shit for. They want the best because they know the potential of the music. DMX is from the streets. He used to rob people, grimy dude. You know, like
Yeah,
me,
that
real
was
grimy.
our-
We just
that was
put
our
out
drill
shit. We
guy.
don't give a fuck, and we ain't changing for
He
nothing.
was the drill rapper
But-
of those days. You know what I mean? He was spinning.
Yeah, but you try to say Jay-Z stopped his career. Get
He
the hell out of
did.
here with that
I will,
shit.
and
Hey,
on
get out of
Bush,
here.
the only reason I would
episode,
say I would agree with him is because Gilly said it, and it's a couple other big artists who said that. Okay, check this. They were
the
supposed
minute
to
he
sign
became
major.
president,
Now hold on. They were supposed to sign major figures. He didn't, and then go and sign state property. Look what Skino and Spark said about him. Like it's
Give
come
a
on
fuck.
now.
State property is hot.
But he was
nigga. I fuck
also
with state
he was
property.
also
Look-
pumping.
look at-
And
look
major
at-
He was
figures.
pumping a lot of different music out of Island Def Jam. He was going with a lot of alternative rock at the time. He
And-
signed
and
a
he-
bunch
and he
of
got
different
rid of-
bands.
he
Yeah,
got
they
rid
signed
of
Rihanna on that
all
on
those
Island
dope
Def
niggas.
Jam, and then she the
No,
big.
got
but I'm
rid of
saying
Redman,
he
DMX.
signed the Killers. He signed the Killers. He signed
He
the
tried to
Brady.
black.
He was signing rock bands.
Money.
And shit. He was doing a lot of business.
People
But
that was
Diddy was trying to
just people that was
blackball-
with it.
You know
Okay.
what? You know what Def Jam's first logo was? It was fucking
What was
LL Cool J in a
The record.
Kango hat.
What was it? Educators, Bronxite.
So,
Educators.
so let me tell you that if the logo was a rapper dressed like a b-boy, then why are we signing a whole bunch of rock bands?
Well,
Because they're
Island Def
smart.
Jam
They're
is not Def
diversifying,
Jam.
and they made money.
Yeah, and making
Then
money.
we lost our
Fuck.
culture.
I'm with
Spearheaded by
that.
the
I'm
guy.
with it.
He was the head of Island Def Jam. It was now his. It was
Mhm,
his,
he was the only
it was his
rapper.
job to carry that business
his-
on.
it was
and
his
it's not
job.
just rap
Killers?
music.
Are you really
I'm
saying
sorry,
something
it-
to the Killers? Man,
I'm
Rihanna,
saying-
do you
Man,
really
listen, man,
understand?
they know Chichi ain't lying.
See, you don't understand. That's why you think he stopped DMX. You don't even get it,
He
bro.
stopped DMX,
Yeah,
he
nah,
stopped
I'm
the
fucking
locks,
with
he
you. You make a
stopped
good
everybody
point, though.
signed to Def Jam. He shut them all down, and he became the only artist. Then he signed Rihanna. then
No,
he
not
bought
the
Kanye,
locks.
and he made up for
Nah,
it.
Diddy did the
Locks was
locks.
under Bad Boy, and then they went over
Yeah,
to
the locks is
what's it called?
Diddy's situation. Diddy tried to hold
Yeah.
back the locks. That's facts.
EST,
Listen,
and you know why
Diddy
I'm
and
saying this too.
Jay-Z,
Hold on, you said
Ain't
Bush?
nobody could stop nobody. If you really want it, you gotta go get that shit. I don't give a fuck. Ain't no excuses.
Nah,
Nothing.
listen,
That's
this
just
is what
how I
people
feel.
understand in
You
business.
could slow somebody down. You feel me? DMX died rich. His kids is good. I don't
Look
know
at
what
Look at
more
the
you want
locks.
from a grimy,
Look at the
from
locks.
a grimy
Cameron
dude
He
that
didn't
came
die
up
rich.
like the way he came up.
Look at
Nah,
what
he do.
Cameron
His,
said.
trust me, DMX's kids is. You know how big he was when he was what he was.
They was
Yeah,
they
All
fighting
them
for his
songs
estate.
still get played worldwide.
Jay-Z made sure that Def Jam stood with the Masters, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
he had
management's
movie
important.
money,
You know,
Jay-Z
Game.
did what he did. He exterminated everything that was competition. It was smart. It was brilliant, but it hurt the culture. It hurt the culture.
Well, that's your theory, bro. We ain't rocking
Competition
with that. That's
is
your
like
theory.
Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster bought everybody out, and
How
then it
he-
became Live Nation.
The competition
And now,
to him wasn't
no
DMX.
competition.
On his level, that was he was playing with
That was the
with
worst guy
Drake
for
and them
him.
until Drake passed him and Wayne and them until Wayne passed him.
Listen,
He wasn't thinking about no damn DMX.
I'm gonna say this publicly. I'm gonna say this publicly because everybody seems to be giving Jay-Z more credit than him. When Jay-Z was out, okay, DMX was doing platinum twice a year. Okay, Jay-Z was not rocking. If you're doing twice a year, then how are we listening to Jay-Z? How are we
Okay,
listening
we
to
were just
you?
having this conversation online about they were saying Jay-Z didn't have an error. He shared it because
Nope,
he said,
he shared everything.
yeah, M,
Sure.
Nelly.
Then
He said
M
only
came
people
in.
moving units is M, Pimp, Juice, and us.
Yo, don't
You know
make me
what I'm
pull
saying? And
up
there was a
facts
couple other
of
people
all the
too.
stars Jay-Z
Listen,
created.
don't listen, don't
Stop it.
quote somebody who calls himself the king of hip hop.
See, I never agreed that he was the greatest rapper alive.
Me
and I
neither.
thought it was
Nobody
pretty
but
ballsy
him
that
That's
he
not the
said that
argument.
shit,
We not.
too.
That's not even. Let's we see.
I
There
just
we
want to
go.
know what era was his.
Wandering off.
What
It's some
era
No,
was
bullshit.
his?
that's what he used to say.
I,
greatest
nobody
rapper
here
alive.
said he's
I
the greatest
disagree.
rapper alive. I didn't say that
No,
shit.
he
So
was
why is that
saying it
even?
about himself. He was saying it about himself. It was a common thing that he said.
When
and
did
I
he?
was like,
Oh,
I did
best
not
rapper
agree.
alive. Wayne said that. Eminem. Every big artist. That's what you say. Drake, Kendrick say that. How was you supposed to say it? The fuck? Y'all bugging out. But look,
For
DMX
me-
didn't have good management for sure. We
Jay-Z's
know that.
not even top 5, bro. In my book, he's now top
Okay,
5.
yeah, everybody got, and that's
I
the
ain't
beautiful
nowhere
part
in the
about
top.
this world. Everybody got their
You
opinion.
know,
You feel me?
and I'm gonna tell you something. I love Jay-Z music because is that pop bubblegum, get rich money, hustling. The guy that listen, I lost 10,000, I lost 10 keys and I bought it all straight back of crack. Why would you buy crack back if you just lost 10 keys? Keys and crack
I
are
don't
not
know
the same thing.
if
It's not.
y'all ever
It's not.
hustled and stuff, but
It's
I
not
come
the
from
same
that,
shit.
and
I'm a
it
hustler.
motivated me.
I don't
when
lose
was
keys
out
and buy
there.
crack. My customers don't do crack. You know what
That
I'm
shit
saying?
was like my Bible. Y'all talk about it like it's bubblegum rap. Y'all don't even understand.
Because
But
I'm
it's
from
all
Yeah,
good.
nah.
I get it.
It ain't
I
like
liked a lot of Jay's stuff. Some of his stuff was
a lot of it.
I'm
is
from the
not
South.
bubblegum.
That shit ain't really. People love Jay-Z, true indeed, but
Hey,
he
listen.
wasn't the king MC down here.
And
He
like
wasn't.
like I said, I
I know
respect
that.
him because he's the type of rappers we need. They're the real, authentic sounding, but no action, no play. Don't throw no spears. Don't got no records.
Just
Like
keep it
when he
sport.
said, bro, he was so clean. He could
Jay
take
Z
he
stabbed
could take.
somebody on record.
No, he
Jay
did not.
Z,
Listen, if you
clapped up shit.
stab
Jay-Z
me,
got everybody verify that
you
he
stab
sold
me and
bricks.
Man, fuck this
And I know
Jay-Z
people
shit.
that was working under
Yo,
him that
yeah.
I was working for in the streets. Like
Why are we
let's
discussing these crusty
really
dudes?
understand. I'm from Brooklyn and I'm telling y'all something, but it's
Yeah,
all
no,
gravy.
okay.
Nah,
Check
I'm
this
with you.
out. The management is important. You got Game going through the bullshit. Let me play this clip.
Game.
'cause
I'm tired of game.
this girl that Game is she coming public. She talking her shit now. Oh my god. Let's see
Oh
what she
man,
talking
game,
about.
you got caught up. Game,
You
got
are
caught
giving
up.
me $10 million.
Let's go. Who's gonna give you $10 million?
Jayceon motherfucking Taylor. is
Also
giving
known
me
as.
the
Oh
game.
my
Let's go.
god.
It's giving me $10 million.
Yo, this is Lee Laurent,
That's
and
right.
we rocking with All Urban Central.
He got to sell his mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
like,
they run this on
$1.8
Clubhouse?
It's already on. Like it's a
Oh,
court
God.
order. He thought he didn't have to
Yep.
show up. I don't know who told him that dumb shit. Let's go.
Bro, this is not a warrant.
Hold on, Bush. Did they run this on Clubhouse?
The game did to her.
Hold up.
I'm not
Hold up. What'd you
saying
say? ESC? I'm sorry.
Did they run this on Clubhouse? I missed
I
it.
don't know. Of course
okay.
not. Come on.
Oh,
man.
my fault, my fault. I was just
ESC,
saying,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I wish my sound
Nah,
machine
it's a
works. So I can put
question.
some
Look, he's trying
gunshots.
to look, it's a question, man.
Hold up, let's get into it though. Let's get into it because
Yo, y'all wild.
this is a court order, bro. And like I talk about management, any manager will tell you, dumbass, oh, you just go to the court, just go down there. That's all you gotta do. You have to get down there. You gotta go.
You gotta stop it.
Show up.
So let's hear it. But she might be fucking up right now too, with her dumb ass want to get all on social media and talk her shit. But the court already said he. So let me just watch this because I ain't watch it yet. I swear I didn't see this yet.
Rape you, but
He
you
didn't.
know-
Let's clear that up now. I'm not screaming rape. He did not rape me. He
Oh!
did not rape me. No. But what he did do is touch me 3 times and told me shut the fuck up before I.
That I ain't gonna
That's
hold you. That
crazy.
sound a little realistic though. No, let me stop. Let me stop. But you know it's fucked up because Tupac did all that time and his charge was touching
What's
her
fake?
butt, Playboy. His charge was touching her ass.
Hey,
That's what his
I
charge.
got a daughter. So what?
Yeah, for sure. I ain't with none of that. But the fact is, he did time. You would think it's some egregious shit. He touching that. I don't want nobody. Of course, man. I'm about to pick up my little sister tomorrow to go celebrate my sisters. If I had a daughter, oh man, I'll be a psychopathic maniac for sure. Luckily, I don't. But what I'm saying is, let's measure. Let's put shit in context. You feel me? And if he touched her pussy, and Tupac got served 4 years for touching some ass. All right,
Yo, but Tupac shit was
eliminate
crazy.
you, and then pulled my dress up in front of a crowd of people in Chicago at a club with the lights on and people take.
We all
With
know
the
how
lights
Jay
on.
Sean like his sauce.
She would have
I'm
not
just
minded
speaking
if the
facts.
lights were off.
I don't want to bury him, but we know how he like his sauce. Niggas get drunk, and most of the time the girls be with it. If you're a big star, most of the time they with it. But
At least he's
what
not
about
a
that
vest
time when they
monster.
not with it?
taking
Yeah, but-
pictures.
Yo, $10
And
million.
then attacked me to the point that 3 cameramen walked off set and quit because they got daughters and wives at home, and they said he's a piece of shit.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
you
See,
didn't know
we
I got
gotta
to
find
see
them
this
dudes.
footage, but I did.
That would've
Get
been
out
me.
my DMs.
See, because I'll believe them
Yeah,
dudes.
man,
If they saying it, I'll believe them. We gotta find them. She said
Yo,
3 of
listen,
them left and quit.
Nah,
Yeah,
they under contract. They can't do that.
can't do that. You right?
No, they can.
It definitely appeared that Priscilla had a strong case.
But she ain't no
I just feel like
Like,
she's
the
claiming
way,
something that we can't prove. That
Yeah,
sounds
but
so
the way
crazy.
he was explaining her was she's some butt ugly fucked up broad that he would never touch with a he said something like I wouldn't touch her with a or whatever. Come on,
That's,
like
that's a
let's
horrible
be real.
explanation. That's a horrible
Yep.
defense. But
All I know is he's selling his mansion to pay her off, so he obviously did some dumb shit.
what?
And she,
Well,
no, we can't say that.
you know
he
what I
didn't show
think
up to
happened
court.
here. This is one of those moments when you
That's
bring a
dumb
girl
shit.
to the VIP, and then she tried to touch the wrong bottle, and you're like, "Get the fuck out!" And then she's like, "I'ma tell everybody you touch my pussy 3 times."
Hey, let me
Hold
ask you a
up, hold
context
up, hold
question
up.
though.
That's what I
So
feel.
B-Rad, put yourself in the shoes of a rich ass. Not saying he's rich, but we know he's a celebrity. He had millions. He ran through millions. He lives a lavish life when he can or whatever else.
Yeah,
Now,
he's
a girl is accusing you of doing something that you didn't do. Do you go to court or not?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Because
you
he put out a
absolutely
statement.
show up. You show up early. What are you, crazy? You dress nice. You get a fucking good lawyer, and you pray to God that there are witnesses there that saw that you didn't do that shit. But it sounds like a lot of people did see him do that shit. He didn't show up, and he's a fucking idiot.
He put out a statement. He didn't show up at court, but he put out a statement saying, "This is bullshit. This girl ain't gonna get on my." He said something weird too. He said on my auntie's favorite poodle or something like that. Something like that.
This is not a
girl
good time
ain't
to be
getting one
funny for
dime.
him.
I'm like, what does that mean? On my
Let me
auntie's
add a little
favorite poodle.
context. Let me add a little context. It says that the game was found liable for sexual assault of Priscilla Rainey in
Those
2015.
Yeah, it's
You know what I'm
old.
saying? So this has been 10 years
Yeah, it's
now.
been
So the
old.
judge
It's
ruled
old.
in
Been
favor of
dragging.
Rainey. The case is ongoing for several years, leading to $7 million case. And it's like, bro, the chickens come home to roost, man. I mean,
It's been
you've been
dragging.
fighting this for a minute. So
Like,
I
you
said,
can't
you
treat
gotta,
women like that.
no,
Obviously,
you
you can't
cannot.
treat women like
I
that.
do not stand by that. But
But if
like,
you're a star, you need to move extra.
extra cautious.
Exactly. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
Shay is in some shit. The
Yeah.
game is dealing with a fisher. This chick is fishing for 10 million. He only gonna pay it because it's default. He ain't show up. The only time you don't show up to court is on sentencing day. We all know that. When they're gonna sentence you, that's when you don't show up, nigga. You
They
just
blow the
take
trial.
a flight, nigga, and run. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get. They just gonna
nah,
add
I
a year
mean,
to your sentence.
that wouldn't make no difference because you've already been adjudicated. I mean, they already gave you your
I mean,
your
if you're not
verdict.
out on bail, if you're
Once you
not out
got the
on bail.
verdict, the sentencing don't matter. You got the verdict.
You feel me? But
Yeah.
game thought it was like a warrant. Like, oh, I don't show up, they're just gonna send me a warrant. No, homie, it's gonna look like you admitted it. But I don't think like guys, seriously, you think that for real, you think that shit gonna hold? Take that shit to court, bro. It will not hold. Touch my pussy 3 times. It's like she has a story. It's a story, bro. Because if it was
But that's
like
what's
that,
fucking
why
me
you
up
stood there
about it.
2 times? What?
But
Yeah, but there's
2
witnesses.
times? Why
he
you
didn't
stood there?
plead. He didn't
No, I'm
plead
showing up
guilty.
to court though. That's what's messing me up about it. Like,
But it's the
what? They
thing when
said
you show
what?
up to
He didn't
court, you have to
talk to his
plead
lawyer.
guilty, non-guilty, no
Not good.
contest.
Yeah, and then they'll start.
So
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's
if you
what-
don't, you have to pay whatever the hell they about to take a
But-
big,
but
like,
think about this. Hold on, think about this. Won't this look better than a guilty, non-guilty, no contest?
okay,
No, but they
you
weren't
making,
going for a
you
guilty.
cooking.
This is just
This looks
like a
bad.
civil case.
No, it don't look. It'll look worse if it was a guilty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but this wasn't a guilty, not guilty thing. This is
this
just
was a
for,
rubbing.
like, this is for making reparations for a civil case. Basically, that's why she's being
because she's
awarded money.
saying, she's admitting I
If
didn't get
not, he'd
raped.
be going to prison.
Oh, I get it. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So this is just for the money. He didn't show
But
up.
we- but-
Why
but
would he not
listen-
I
speak
can't
to his
fathom why he
lawyer
didn't
about
show
it?
up.
But B-Rad, we both know this is
Thought it was like a
traction.
warrant.
This is traction. So you can take this. I ain't gonna say that.
No, but I don't think that you can appeal a judgment in a civil
Yeah,
case.
you can. No.
No, it's
that's
not
it.
about that. It's about
He
you.
blew it off.
Now you have something to stand on in a
But
criminal
you
court.
saying not guilty is bad?
Oh, I
If
see
he
what
show
you're
up and
saying.
plead
See
not
what I'm
guilty,
saying?
When you go
I didn't
criminal
need to
court,
show
this
up. I
is a
didn't do
payoff
anything.
to keep it out of criminal court.
It's a
Like,
Fuck
foundation
that.
for
I'm
criminal
showing
court.
up and I'm
Civil.
pleading not guilty. What you
But
mean?
check this. But
You
hold
have
on,
to.
Bush. It's people who done like Bill Cosby did it, pleaded guilty,
Oh,
paid
yeah,
him
they
out, and
took 'em.
still went to prison.
This
Yeah,
is not a
they-
Bill
Yeah.
Cosby case, homeboy. You know
What?
how much
Yeah,
people.
no, wow, yeah. Bill Cosby
This
She's
is
not
not a
taking it
Bill
that far
Cosby
because
situation.
she wasn't raped. He just touched her, and
This
then
is
she'll
not
take
a
the
Bill
10 mil,
Cosby
but she's not
situation.
pressing charges.
And Cosby
She's
was
not
using
pressing charges.
instruments.
She just wants to make
Hold on. Was
Cosby had like
Cosby charged with
100,000
rape?
white girls,
Well,
old
I'm sorry,
white
rape?
ladies on him.
like 30
This ain't no
counts of
Bill
it or some
Cosby
shit.
Serial rape.
situation.
He was a serial rapist.
Yeah,
This is
he
a-
was
this
drugging
is not
people and raping them. That's crazy.
Hold on, no. I'm saying it's
said
all in
Bill
the sexual assault family, bro.
Oh,
Come
my
on, bro.
God.
Come on,
No,
come
but
on.
there are
Cosby
more
got-
crimes than others.
Cosby and R.
It's
Kelly are
different
there.
degrees. It's different degrees of SA, bro.
No, R. Kelly ain't on that
Yeah,
level either. R. Kelly
absolutely.
worse than Cosby. R. Kelly's messing with minors. Fuck
Oh
outta
yeah,
here.
yeah. And he was holding them, kidnapping them. Damn, man. No. Shit is
you
all
know-
fucked up.
This dude
You know
Al
what's up
Prophet,
with
I've been
these
fucking
people,
with his.
bro?
I've been fucking with Al Prophet content. He out of Detroit, and he got some
I like Al
channels moving.
Prophet.
He been doing his thing. He started a new channel called YBI, and it's going up too. So you got to watch him. He's making moves. He started a new channel, but
Yeah, he
this
does
new
good
shit,
stuff.
this new shit he dropped. He dropped it a couple hours ago.
Oh,
Breaking. Federal case documents reveal the truth about Brick Baby and Loose Cannon's arrest.
Brick.
So let's see. I didn't watch this. I'm about to give. I didn't watch this yet, but I want to watch this with the fucking in tune perspective, and let's see what the hell is going on. You feel
Let's
me?
see what the fuck.
Free to break, not to trick. Free to can.
Oh, did he say that? He said free to
That's
brick.
Chi. That's
Brick
Chi.
ain't
That's
riding
not
this. Now,
EST.
let me stop. Let's go. You know, because Brick, me, EST, B-Rad, we had the pleasure of talking to Brick, and we discussed some things or whatever else. And I don't want to, anybody I talk to, I don't want to call them a rat. I want to get all the proof.
Yeah.
Anybody, you feel me? The niggas that I talked to that were rats, and we knew it was on record, I questioned them about that. Feel me? I don't give a fuck.
Because you
Troy
don't
out in
know.
Brooklyn, they put him
We
on the
kinda
show
went
and
in
say,
on Brick,
you're a
though.
rat. But
We
let's
kind of
know
went
what
in on
the
Brick though at
circumstance
first.
Yeah.
And
Brick is
I'm gonna go
solid.
to court tomorrow, and we'll see if those guys are gonna get released there on the phone with academics talking confidently. But unfortunately, I don't know about Loose Cannon, but there's some new court documents on Brick Bay.
He said he don't know about Loose Cannon. Notice that. Let's go.
Not my guy.
And frankly, I would be surprised if he got out. Defendant Zahir Mitchell asked the court to be released pending trial, arguing that a secured property bond is sufficient. To the contrary, defendant's criminal history shows a dedication to crime and recidivism. Now, what's going to be interesting with what I'm about to read?
Oh God.
Let's go.
This is the
You see?
paperwork, is that
Oh God.
they've still been gathering information
Let's go.
all the way up to the end. They even used information from the day of his arrest, which of course they will. So listen, when they're on you, everything you do
Why he got that man with his shirt off?
That's Brick, baby.
Nightman first alleges the defendant, while shooting at people, possessed ammunition.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting picture. Al Prophet. I gotta say, that was an interesting picture you chose, Al Prophet.
That's crazy work, bro. Why is his shirt off, bro?
I'm fucking Al
so many
Prophet.
pictures.
In that shit.
Feeling
On
zesty
July
today.
12th, 2022. So they say he bucked at somebody July 2022. Then on June 21st, 2023, defendant was captured. He got on the wiretap. See, these guys probably got a right to be mad at Big U. Big U got them wiretapped because of that murder, I think.
Oh shit!
Oh boy!
Oh, that
So
was.
it's like, what
that was-
choice do Big U got? Now, I ain't gonna put the stamp on it, but Al Prophet is a sharp motherfucker. He usually on point with this shit.
Yeah.
So,
Hold on. What you mean? Hold on. No, his shit was tapped because that's how the girl Monty got in trouble.
yeah, but his shit was tapped because of
It
why?
started
though?
off of this.
Why was it tapped?
Off of that time.
Because they investigating Big U. That's why it was tapped. That's what he's trying to say.
Once they called him, they
it's
knew he was
crazy.
close. They said, "Here you go."
But on some gang shit, that's not.
Okay,
that's
let
not
me add a
Big
little
U fault. On some
context real
gang
quick.
shit, it's like, it is what it is. You charge that to the game on some gang shit.
If it ain't
June
voluntary,
21st, 2023, defendant was captured on an intercepted call arguing with a significant other in which she repeatedly recounted that defendant had pointed a gun at her while she was holding his infant child. Could be a lie. I mean, they're not lying in this, but she could have been lying. Execution of a search warrant at defendant's home followed, and 3 firearms, including an AK-47 and over 125 rounds of ammunition were found. So nobody called because he was on a podcast. He was on a tapped phone, likely because he was intercepting with the Big U investigation.
Big U-E.
And his girlfriend, baby's mom, said, "You shouldn't have pointed a gun at me while I was holding our baby." And they ran up in the house. So everyone keeps them who's snitching and this one's snitching and that. They're getting.
I see where he getting at.
yeah, they know
So
snitches.
I
They
see
just
where he getting
listening.
at. No,
They
but
just
when you talk
listening.
about 20 hours, 20,000 hours of recordings,
Mhm,
I
you
see
gotta
where
catch
he's
something.
getting at.
These guys are not the Gambinos. These guys are hood
Yeah.
niggas. They're gonna be
You don't need
talking mad
snitches.
reckless.
You don't need snitches. 20,000 hours of recordings with Big U, goofy ass, talking to everybody on the phones.
Motherfuckers, you move to a new block because it's like, I killed the last guy here. Like, I don't want to know. I just moved here.
That's crazy.
The fuck?
It's really not his fault, right?
They hit
Because
wiretaps up.
What do you say, ESC?
it's really not Brick's fault in that sense because it's like he was doing something illegal and Big U found out and they got in contact with him and that's what got him on him from the beginning.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you gotta
that's
watch
why
the
Al
company you
Prophet,
keep.
like,
Can't keep
everybody
no hot
talking about
boys.
snitching, but what the fuck? They don't need the snitching when the dude on the
He
phone.
was extorted into the case.
I mean, either way, they caught him dirty.
The murder in Vegas.
Yeah, but it's very important to clear up the snitching shit. If it is, it ain't. But it's very
If
important. But
anything,
they caught him.
if anything, the prosecutors could grab Brick and throw him on the other side, even if he don't want to, and list him under the extortees, him and Luce. And now they're no longer co-defendants.
You got a point, but
Victims.
once they dig and find that you've been doing shit illegally, they're like, nah.
Yeah, you're not getting that pass.
Who started the investigation and led to the wiretaps really led to this unraveling. And Big U killed that young man just because of he didn't show up to the studio on time. He was being disrespectful and it brought everybody down. It's everyone that should be mad at Big U. Maybe that's why Loose Cannon and others were talking crazy about him because they know this is all his fault. But, I'm just on the outside looking in. After law enforcement seized those weapons and arrested defendant, he continued undeterred.
Why do y'all think Loose Cannon took
Started
such a hard
separating?
stance against Big U out the blue and things like that? Maybe you think he knew something, or
I think
think he knew he was
because
bad
we
for
all
business.
knew it was weird. Let's be honest. We talked to Loose. We knew it was weird, though. We knew something weird was going on. We ain't stupid, but we in the streets of this is a crack game, and we on the darkest corner right now. We trying to bring some light to our corner.
It was a good chess move. It was a good
What you
chess
mean?
move, Bob, because it didn't work in a sense because they still grouped him with Big U, but the whole time was to disassociate myself with him. Even if they do got my affiliation with him, they're gonna have multiple content of me disassociating myself with him. So you can't say we cool.
A good example is the Little Dirk, when Little Dirk started doing all the Muslim shit all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? It's like
I'm not a gang member and I'm a Muslim.
I'm separating myself.
Which we spoke on the show and I said in America that made you more of a target.
But if y'all saying Lil Durk start doing Muslim shit all of a sudden, not to switch up the subject, but you know how we get, y'all saying that he was ratting then. Y'all saying that not ratting, but he knew the people was on him type shit.
The boys is coming. That was his way of saying, I think something's gonna happen.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to get anybody scared.
Right? Big U's making like he's some fucking street justice warrior out there doing for the community, and Luce knows he's bullshit, and he knows that he's going to go down super hard for portraying that shit, and he wanted to get the fuck away from him as fast as possible.
I like that perspective, B-Rad, but
if I was Luce,
I dig it though.
If I was Luce, and I know this is my opportunity, like this whole shit's about to collapse, right?
Separate yourself.
I would start separating myself in a way where it's like, I'm not going to snitch. But I'm going to make fun of him in a way where everybody's going to be like, nobody would talk to Big U like that. Because I already know, me and you ain't never going to see each other again. From here on, it's jail. You understand? We either both going to jail and we're not going to see each other. Or we both... Fuck is going on here?
In March of 2024, defendant erupted at his place of employment, threatening individuals in the room and online with death, fighting security, and later admitting to possessing a firearm during that incident. So the infamous fight where whatever DW.
I think I gotta rewind. Wait, is he talking about the courthouse fight? Oh no, he's just talking about at the no jumper.
No, with his wife.
Yeah, the no jumper. No, he's talking about the no jumper shit.
Okay.
Because I heard about a standoff with Big U and Loose Cannon at court yesterday, so I'm gonna probably pull that up because I ain't hear that shit either. But hold up.
Flames brothers supposedly grabbed him up. This was all kind of broadcast and talked about, and again, they're holding. Listen, when you cannot tell people, and I'm sure a lot of us have. You get mad, you tell somebody you're gonna kill them, but technically that's terroristic threats by itself. And don't be a known gang member or a felon. I watch what I say to people. I have violent convictions from a long time ago, but person.
Yeah, our prophet a thug. Now let me see. Let's go.
Say, Al said he's gonna boop the wop, and that could possibly make you scared. I don't talk to people crazy. Well, I whisper in their ear. But
neither do I, because you don't underestimate nobody. You move with respect, unless you're a fucking retard and you're gonna end up getting your head bust one day. Like
especially down in the South.
Another point.
Well, open carry is legal. Boy.
So that incident up at No Jumper, the public nuisance, talked about that in my last video. That Adam Grand Maison, and Mason doesn't mean Mason. It's Maison. It's French. I'm part French. It means house.
Weird last name.
Adam Big House.
Pause.
Adam Slave Master. But no, I'm kidding. But
wait a minute. Oh no. Oh fuck no! Wait a minute. Wait no, because I don't know the context of nothing. All I heard was Slave Master, and that's a trigger.
The Big House, the plantation,
like that. Hold on.
That was wild.
Nah. He meant it in good means. Let me rewind though. I want to hear what he said.
Grand Maison.
Oh, I cannot believe
Mason doesn't mean Mason. It's Maison. It's French. I'm part French. It means house. Adam Big House. Adam Slave Master. But no.
Oh!
Yo, it hit different when a white guy say it, yo.
You talking about Adam, like, though?
Yeah, I know, but when a white guy say something about another white guy, it hit different than when we say it. Because now you're like,
different than even
this nigga, he might be reading between the lines here.
I love when white boys show some balls like that because he's in a black culture. I like that shit. I like that. I'm sorry.
Now he got my respect. That was crazy. It made me sweat and everything.
So that incident with DW Flame, I forget the details of who Brick Baby was supposedly going off on. But yeah, anyways, they're using that against him at the place of public nuisance. And Adam, if all these events are occurring at No Jumper, listen.
Hey, EST, are we peeping Al Prophet go at Adam? Is this like this is just a whole? This is just new. He never went at Adam. This is new. He's going at Adam. I might have to do a little. You feel me?
This is the second time I hear somebody say that, though. But if you keep letting them be there, and it's happening over and over, people are coming and banging on the door, Milk 7-4, all type of people showing up looking for trouble. You could definitely say it's part of some conspiracy.
I ain't gonna lie, this boy been smoking again. He got money from the YouTube channel. He back to smoking. I'm sorry.
He is grinding his
I know
jaw.
he fresh off a 50 slab, but it's okay. I still love him. But he fresh off a 50 slab, and I fuck with it. And that's why he picked this picture of Brick Baby.
Yeah.
He fresh off a 50 slab, but you know what? I
straight shooter too.
Keep bringing that content, homeboy. I ain't gonna hold you.
Straight shooter.
He's smoking again, bro.
See, it's like a trap. No Jumper became the gang trap. So if they and others were using the things they did on social media to intimidate, to create an umbrella of fear and intimidation so that they could extort, No Jumper.
Listen to this guy, kids.
The trap house. It was the video trap.
He's not wrong. He just sounds
he is on.
Let's go, B-Rad. What you say?
I'm saying he's not wrong, but he does sound fucking crazy saying that. But like,
bro,
he's not wrong.
Why you think he's taking that stance against Adam like that? I know why.
He's not. He's not taking a stance against Adam. He's just reporting on what's going on, and to be honest, I mean, we've all been saying that Adam is complicit in all the bullshit that happens at his place. And
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
EST don't agree.
I think
his insurance company might agree.
No, they try to call. I don't agree with the slave master shit. You a grown ass man. He brought your ass on there. He paid you, and you come on.
Oh no, yeah, that was an argument. Yeah, we definitely don't agree with that. But that was a jab that he took. That was a mean. That was a mean hook that he took. Listen, like I said at the beginning, this is his second channel, mind you. And this channel, he got 13,000. His other channel is through the stratosphere. So you see what he's doing. But the thing is, he's smart enough to walk that line though, because he only got black friends. He's afraid. He's straight. You feel me? And he know what he could do. But I don't agree with him. Adam being a slave master. No, of course not. Adam is an employer. He employs these motherfuckers.
We might be underlooking that. That's the whole point. Listen, Adam Graham Mason here, his father was pardoned by Bill Clinton. These guys spent their summers at the Clintons. This guy might even be hip hop police if we sleep on him good enough, because he has such a successful platform in the hip hop space when he's a skateboarder. You understand what I'm saying? I used to skateboard.
BMX rider.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and a BMX rider, yeah. So this dude right here comes from a whole different space, and then he comes here, and then his target audience is the worst part of hip hop. Not all hip hop, not general hip hop.
Argumentative. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's very argumentative. Because guess what?
If we talking about them, and if they involved in hip hop, and we talking about them, they're a big part. They're the best part of hip hop. We only talk about the best part. I'm not saying bad. We don't talk about losers that don't make good music. That no. We talk about
these were the ragers, the drugs, the drillers. You understand what I'm saying? The trappers.
Okay.
He didn't cover
where did
all
hip-hop
hip
come
hop.
from? And you from the Bronx? Where
Exactly.
did hip-hop come from?
It came from Sedgwick Avenue, and it came from cutting a break beat. That's where hip hop came from. He broke a beat, and then the MC was talking, and it would sound funny. And hip hop.
That was the beginning. That wasn't hip hop. I'm talking about hip hop. That was where it morphed from. It morphed from that. I'm talking about.
So when it evolves, it doesn't just go from there to the murder shit.
Yeah,
that's the only thing Adam 22 covered. The murders.
You're right.
If you wasn't killing people, you not on Adam 22.
Well, he was also
not
dealing
true.
with the most accessible people in the industry. That the underground rappers, the ones that he basically were
like
break.
A slave of
check this though. From AD is the godfather of it, because Before
He's
AD,
the man.
they wasn't doing that kind of content.
Yes.
Oh!
They didn't have the access. They didn't
They
have
wasn't.
access.
Uh-oh.
He was the
That's something that
co-sign.
never been said
That's what I'm saying.
again. It's never been
Adam
said.
has-
Hold up. It was been said, but I know this context is different. Say that again.
That's facts.
Say that
Hey,
again.
AD is the godfather of this whole no jumper trend that's going on right now because before him, wasn't nobody doing it. Adam didn't have that kind of content on his page. So AD is the godfather. He's the architect. We got to give it to him.
You have
And
to.
what you mean
You have
is,
Gotta give
oh,
it to
damn
AD.
it.
Because
Hold up.
he
And what
said he
mean
got
is
backbite.
this gangster in fluctuation of into the context world. That's what he's talking about. He's
Only the
talking about
dangerous
that.
ones, huh?
Because
And
before
it's
then,
good or bad,
then-
but we already. This is what we cover all the time about how hip hop, when the gangster and fluctuation came in, how it changed. Now watch how this podcast shit changed with this gangster and fluctuation. It can't be the same because it's different. It can't be the same because in hip hop you could take some money, throw some chains on them, throw some blah blah blah, whatever else, and it can't be the same with this context.
It
this
was the
content
culture,
world.
though.
Unless you're talking about it. Go see B Brazy is the epitome of where we going.
Okay.
Baby B Brazy in the can face in the can.
And they only
doing
care
triple
about
life.
him because he killed 2 black men.
There you go. It's the killers.
That's
so
it.
It limits the regular potential gifted child who just
Right.
raps and came
Right.
from a prep school like Jadakiss. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to act a role he ain't just to be able to give you some talent. Here, can I show you my talent? No, nigga, you ain't kill nobody. Shut the fuck up. You get what I'm saying?
But this the
You're not
thing.
that
But
interesting.
this the thing.
Y'all saying no, but we in New York and it's kind of like that out here, bro. It's really
Yeah,
ignorant
50
and
got
fucked
shot
up.
9
I
times.
got
That's
2
all you ever heard.
felonies, and I walk around like that shit is cool because that's the way they program you.
Mm-hmm.
As a rapper, I come from the rapper. I've been rapping since I was fucking 11 years old. I've been in all types of fucking groups and signed to all types of indies. They want
Tell 'em.
they wanted more. They're like, you're just a 2-time felon. You only just sold
Lior.
crack. We need you to kill people. Like, what?
No. We ain't gonna
he
blame
sound like
all
he
on
talking
that,
about
though,
Lior.
Chief. Sorry. Like,
You know?
you didn't put in the real time and the money and the dedication.
You hear me,
to
B-Rad?
do it. Out here,
heard
to
you.
make it out here, you gotta be super duper extra.
You gotta be
and most
doing
people don't got the
bro.
time to do that shit.
Hey,
You
But-
gotta
check this
be
though.
emptying
Check
clips.
this though. Lior has been since Run DMC on up to now.
Yeah.
What do you
You
say?
know?
Lior started with Run DMC, and now he with the drillers and the shooter and Bobby Schmurk, all that on up to now.
Yeah, that was
Look
like
at that shit.
87 to
But
now.
what did he have to do? He had to switch it up into I'm killing people.
No, this is a Jewish man
chill
in
with
hip
them
hop
niggas.
that's promoting. Because we can say nigga all day, but let us say swastika. It's all who you think helped benefit that Lior.
Hey,
Who you think Dame
what-
Dash was talking about? They trying to come in between us. Lior. You know what I'm saying?
They just
Follow
they-
Lior.
It all started when they signed that executive order that they're not pushing no more cultural shit. They're only pushing the criminal shit so that way they could, because they partner up with all the private jails because the private jails own the media and the media owns the rap and the rap is all stocks and the stocks is volumes of people's in jails. So we need to pump out gangster shit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
guess what?
So my
It ain't-
thing is,
it's not really that
Actually makes a
simple.
lot of sense.
It does make a lot of sense,
it's
but
all
it ain't
owned
super.
by
It ain't that
one
simple
company.
like that.
Follow the
Vi-
trail.
Viacom.
These
Nope.
guys, these artists,
BlackRock.
every
And
gangster
please.
wasn't a star. Every gangster
That's
rapper
an
wasn't a
allegation.
star. Every gangster dude wasn't a star. There's gangsters that super gangsters that tried to rap and didn't go nowhere. It's a
And that's
sound,
what-
it's a vibration. Once you tapped into that type of shit, then you gonna go. Like right now, it ain't just you gotta be a gangster killer. How many bodies you got? No, you making it
it's go
super
time.
simple, and that's not it.
It's go time,
You're taking away from hip hop when you say that. That's
It's
not it,
opposite.
homeboy.
I'm right here by
You
the
know how many
PRT,
killers
by
from
the-
Chicago that's rapping and from New York and
River
from
Park
everywhere
Towers.
else?
RPT, right here, River Park Towers.
Hey,
Bro.
you right, Bush. It's done flipped now. I think like the Uzis and the Don Tollivers, just go be yourself and be weird, and you ain't gotta be. They bigger than any big gangster rapper.
That's
now.
what I'm saying. It ain't just
They'll
about
take two of
that.
those.
But
They'll take 2 of those.
when
Not
you
too
talk
many,
about
just 2.
the way they changed the hip hop,
They
the
took
cool
Uzi, they took
guys or
Travis.
whatever, and
That's
they
it.
put money behind it. Yeah, that affected something, but that wasn't everything. No.
Now they traded
'Cause
Travis
later,
for what's his face, the Black Cardi kid. What's his name? The Playboy Cardi. We traded Travis for Cardi, but we can only have 2 at a time. You understand? We can't have too many of these weirdos. We can only let 3 guys paint their nails. You understand? So you
bugging. They all
either
rich. What
have
you
a
mean?
purse or you're killing
Cardi
people.
rich, Uzi
Oh,
rich, name them. They all rich.
It's marketing. It's marketing.
Bro, they're
And where you
turning
come
us
from
into
in the
turning
Bronx,
us into
them
fucking-
dudes are all broke. They all and the
tired of being the
originators,
dancing
which
monkey.
is a shame and it's fucked up. But
Tired of
these,
being the
they can't
dancing
even
monkey.
look at these kids when you talk about money.
Bro, they got us dancing
Different
for
game.
the dollar. You're
Different
gonna
game.
you're gonna grab a purse or you grab a gun. What you doing?
Let me ask you this: how did Bambaataa get out of that whole Rico shit? Because the Zulu Nation was big and
Those niggas was gangsters, and look at them. They got away with it.
That's what I'm saying. How
Because
did he
the
dub
running
that?
around, running their mouth.
Okay.
The precincts used to come to talk to Bambaataa. Because they're like,
And
yo,
now
you
look,
guys is wilding.
look, but look how crazy this is though. And this just came to my head. I swear to God. Now you see what happened, like we talk about when they switched the rappers into the gangster shit, and then they put money behind that. Now look at Kanye, his dumb ass put out a song called Double H. I ain't even gonna say it on this channel, but y'all know what y'all know.
It's crazy.
Now
what, the new shit? That weird shit?
stopping
you
him?
say?
Wait. You stopping him from doing that, but you encourage us to talk about killing each other.
Oh, you talk about HH
and doing this and doing that, which is the genocide. If you add up the years of the genocide we've been doing to each other, and then with that, you know, I don't want to. Please be careful of the words and stuff.
Yeah, we got to be very careful here.
We outnumber them big time.
Are we careful with nigga? Are we careful with nigga though?
Yeah, right. That we can't. Yeah,
are we
everybody
careful
can
with
say,
killing
even
nigga?
them when
See,
they
this
get
is what
mad.
Kanye's saying. Why are we not careful with killing nigga, but we can't say Heil Hitler?
That's
crazy, yo.
Thank you. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's direct evidence of the programming and the fucked up shit and the that's
They
direct.
still doing blackface.
It's crazy. Like
he's still doing blackface.
But he can't speak about a person from 80 years ago, but he can speak about murdering somebody today, and that's cool.
But that shows you
they do a
the worth of our life compared to the worth of their life. That's what they show you. That's all they show you. That's something that nobody ever talked about when we get into the anti-Semitic conversation. And you know, we not anti-Semitic at all over here.
We don't even have anti-Semitic.
But when you get into that conversation, that's something that's never been brought up. How important it is for those lives compared to these lives when those people control major media. My channel might get shut off.
Had a Holocaust. No, we didn't.
But it's a
we
fact.
didn't have a Holocaust.
I ain't never heard Bush dance around the topic before.
Yeah, me neither.
I never heard him tiptoe like that one, bro. That's crazy. We might
that's
might
some deep
want to back
shit.
away
That's
from
a
it.
mean yo. That's
we
why
might
it's
want
like,
to chill on this one.
You wonder why they shut me down, homie. They was somebody listened to the guy.
But check it out. One simple way to break
We got love for everybody. Into perspective, got love for everybody. That's why we have a different array of people in here. That's why there's all types of different people here as your host, because we're not set on. We got speak.
Spanish,
we speak the whole situation so everybody can see the perspective of everyone.
Would you say B-Rad?
We in tune.
Well, what I was going to say is what it comes down to is their community. You know, in America, the Jewish community is only 2% of the population, but they're fucking strong and they stay together and they put money in and they give a fuck. They really care.
I respect
that. Thank you.
Anytime some shit pops off, they show up in numbers.
No, but that's
especially in New York.
But if you destroy somebody's,
it's community though. I'm saying
the self-worth.
It's
No,
not
once
like
you
they
don't
didn't
understand
get
your self-worth.
Us
with mass media, there was tools to destroy ourselves. I'm sorry, but it's the facts, and it was tools used. I ain't saying it was intentional because we enjoyed the music, we loved all the shit, but there was things used to diminish our self-worth. We don't look at our as like to show up for each other. We don't look at it like that, which is a shame.
But we spoke about this.
We are children of the media. We are children of the media. We love the TV. We love videos.
We were raised by a TV. They sat us in front of the TV and they went to wash dishes and cook. We were raised in front of a TV. We're that era.
They're not.
They're not.
They got strict rules and guidelines. And this for
teach them how to run businesses. Yo, bro, at 18, they already
let me
have
touch
a
on
business.
this though. This is the same conversation we was having about Asians saying that black hate Asian. We were saying, listen, anytime you see a culture of individual people, that it's kind of immoral to push shit on them that's going to perpetuate stuff, knowing that they're not in the best state in their in their existence. So to perpetuate it and make money off of it, knowing you can simply say, hey man, don't say that.
Somebody up top knew. Somebody up top. Not all of them knew, but somebody.
So if you allow
knew.
it, that's kind of immoral.
This
like
stupid music, because they didn't look at
it's messed up, but the most profit is made off of death and destruction in this world.
I feel
that's true.
You know
But
what?
they didn't look
feel
at hip hop as a real genre, and that was the problem. That was the issue.
The
Because
big
they didn't
W's
look at
of
it as
them.
real
Be the
music,
movement
and
that
that
it
was
turned
the issue.
into.
That's when they introduced the whole bullshit, like it's a
It's-
movie. Easy E was not a gangster.
No.
Ice Cube not a gangster, and what the other? You know what I mean? MC Ren was a gangster.
Pac was
But-
not a gangster.
You
But
can
I'm
tell who the
talking about
gangsters were.
what-
DOC got
If
shot.
they respected hip hop as a real genre back
Mm-hmm.
then, if them big boys respected it, it'll still be. We still gonna have gangster
No,
rappers. 'Cause that's
they
gonna
respect
come
it.
across.
Nobody's buying
no,
Will
they
Smith
respect
albums,
it.
let's be honest.
Yo, you
Because
know
they
what
don't
I
do
hate?
this.
You know what I hate? That
They do
hip
now
hop is
when they
the
see the money.
only
Of course, they
music
respect it
in the
now.
world
Yeah.
So you
that
got
they
Drake in
weaponize
this.
against the listener. The listener hurts, and the person who makes it gets hurt. It's the only genre of the world like that. There in rock music, it doesn't poison the user, it doesn't poison the maker. But in hip hop, for some reason, the level that is gotten, the depth of what you have to do to get a hit record has gotten either you so bubblegum that you're gay. No disrespect to the LGBTQ plus, you understand? But they've taken the heterosexual man, and you either gotta be gay or you gotta be a real criminal integrated into the situation, right?
You
So
know, it
it's
was
the
an
only
issue.
genre of
you know.
music. They don't do
Yeah.
it with Latin music. They
Yeah,
don't
but
do that
that's
with reggae. They
but
don't do
that's
that
the
with everything
direction
else.
hip hop took. That's the
When you
direction
look
hip hop
at-
took because 90% of music are love songs. 90% of music is about love,
Not
and
in
fucking
hip-hop.
rap ain't about that. So
Oh
I mean,
hell
what are
no!
they
You
gonna be
fucking
about?
up, B-Rad. Wait a minute.
See, but it's
You
a
know,
dual. It's
out
a
of all
dual
the social
genre.
organizations,
It's
you
a
know,
dual
they all
genre.
had music to listen to, from the KKK to the whatever Proud Boys. They had music that was backed by the big guys to listen to. That was big, you know. Yeah, hip hop. You know, we had the Black Panthers. They didn't have no music to really. You feel me?
Black
And they was on some positive shit, feeding the kids. They created
Yo, it's
feeding
media
the kids
at the
the
end of the
breakfast
day.
and things like that.
It's
Now,
media at the end
if
of
you
the day
think
that-
about that, you see organizations like Black Panthers forming without the power, without the help of the media, and then you see hip hop. Yeah, you want to control that. You like, wait a minute. This
They
shit could
did
get
have
dangerous.
music though.
These motherfuckers is too powerful. Like they
Hip-hop
too
is-
crazy. Who knows what the fuck gonna happen? This shit could get dangerous.
They do
Now, the
know what's
problem
gonna
is,
happen. They make
we get the LA
amazing.
riots and they look down on
weed.
us all day about the riots of Watts and the other riots. Why would you burn your own community? Why would you burn your own da da da? Now, the hip hop that we came up on under, the music, I guess, it encourages that. It encourages the shit that we listen to pumping in our brain.
Hold on,
all
Bush.
day.
Hold on, Bush. The
Who
culture
approved the
or the
record?
music? The culture or the music?
The music.
I lost myself.
Nah,
But-
you said we perpetuated. The music perpetuates. I said, does the culture perpetuate or the music?
No, yeah, the
Kind
culture
of.
became the music, the culture,
Canon.
art, and that's a fucked up part too. And it's not true, but they say, oh, they see a black guy, oh, he's a hip hop guy, or which is not
Everybody-
true. This black guy could be
everybody
a
always-
fucking rocking heavy metal or whatever the hell else. Like, you feel
Bro.
me? It's like culture. We turned it hip hop genre into our whole culture of everything, which is
It's
not
like
what
it's
it
our,
is. Yeah,
like
this
our
channel covers
identity,
hip-hop,
and
but-
we all don't
Yes.
do hip hop.
It was supposed to be
Yeah,
music.
exactly.
It wasn't supposed
you
to be a
just said
culture.
you was a skater, but you from the Bronx that created hip hop. You know what's going on. But we
But
enjoy
it's
skating
supposed
too.
to be-
We enjoy.
It's supposed to be entertainment.
It,
People
but
took it too
entertainment for
fucking
who?
Thank
literal.
you.
For
But-
who?
It's hard not to
Entertainment for
when
Anybody who can handle fucking listening to it and not go outside and
You know-
perpetuate violence because of it.
You know who's that? White America. They don't perpetuate it when they listen to it. You know who does? The people in the environment that they're hearing the description in the records,
Yeah, you're right.
and they look out
The
the
white-
window
the
and
white-
it
they know
looks
how to
just
listen
like
to
that.
it and just enjoy it.
That's-
Our
and that's
dumbasses,
understandable.
yeah.
So when 90% of the country buys something that destroys 10% of the makers,
Sure.
then we have
But
to
white people
control it.
sing Scarface too, but they wasn't trying to be Scarface after
But,
they sang.
but here's another one. When you look at the rappers that were white and they got involved, what they died, they got hung out of fucking balconies. You understand?
But you can't say it.
is
You
that
can't
kind of
generalize it. Are
industry.
you tripping though? Let me.
You know what I'm saying?
stop
Let's get
myself.
the bone thugs out
No,
here.
because there's some white boys out there that love it and they get into it.
Yeah,
white gang
look at
members
Stitch.
and they really out there. So
Look at fucking
and
Stitch.
Asians and Mexicans and everything else.
Look
So
at
let's
Stitch.
not do
Hold on,
that.
Chief.
It's not that simple, homie. I ain't gonna lie to you. I swear to God. And there's some black people that know how to listen to the crazy shit and know how to go on their job and be a regular citizen. So
But there's
I'm not
80%
gonna rock with that
little
statement.
kids who ate lead paint, and they're the ones listening to this fucking shit. You feel me? The ones in the little cheese bus, the small one that only fit 13 of them.
Hey, EST.
You know what I'm saying?
I
And
don't know
those
if
are the
we
ones
gonna get into
printing the gun.
that whole
they
loose
might-
and whack shit tonight.
They
But
might be autistic, but they
what
know how
I'ma
to print
say
the
is
guns
funny.
that you need, the pieces that you need. We
I'm
don't
foul,
know.
that's why
They're
they hate me.
smarter
I
at
put up
that
the
piece.
whole thing like we gonna talk about that, but we ain't talk about that.
Hey,
Not
we
once.
can touch on it real quick, man. Let me get my little 2 cents in, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
go.
Yeah.
I'm fucking burnt out, bro. But I understand the war is on, so the campaign is going every day. It's something new, and I know how the 100 side work, and they're gonna bombard you with
Mhm.
propaganda till you just dizzy. So it's up to the opposition, and Sharice been doing a good job.
Yeah.
I'm
They
kind of
been
new.
being bombarded from what I see.
No. The internet, everybody's being bombarded.
Yeah.
This is how you tactic war. Just flood information. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Try to
Just
push out as
flood
Wack
much.
got
information.
too many ops and he's being bombarded right now, and he knows.
See, but this the thing. Wack got too many ops, but guess what? Wack got a
He's
platform
still-
that's stronger than all his ops.
That's very true.
Jumper.
No,
got some jump-
not no jumper.
No, Clubhouse.
Bro.
Oh, his Clubhouse?
No, hold on, wait.
haven't
Academics
caught that.
goes to Clubhouse for content, bro. So you know Wack is doing something.
Yo, you
Oh,
guys
he
on
definitely
Clubhouse?
doing
Add
something.
me,
He
yo.
definitely doing something.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna turn my back on somebody until I see proof. I'm not gonna believe nobody and run with narratives and think, oh, Wack gonna be mad at me.
Media
Fuck
could
all
change it
that.
around.
You feel me?
No.
First of all, I don't like the way he been moving. I don't like a lot of shit. And I had a whole shit planned out, but I'm gonna save it. You know what I mean? We're gonna really get into it next time, and we ain't gonna really it's gonna be. I just want to get one good episode out on everything, break it all down.
Yeah, we can do
and then
that.
be done with it. You feel me? Because
Sure.
I'm not about stressing out and whatever else. We had issues before. We talked about all kind of shit. We had issues, yeah. But now, like, even if Loose, it come out and Loose is this or that, I'm still got an issue with the way he moving.
We're
I don't
addressed.
respect that shit. You feel me?
Sure.
I don't respect the way 600 moving. I don't respect the way that whole 100 side move. I don't respect how Ghost jumped on it so quick and so hype. Oh, he's Takashi. Oh, and he found his way to where he thinks
Yo,
this is
but
his
we-
But I
way
mean,
up to the
but that's
top.
what a lieutenant does. He moved with the general, so I can't kind of blame him. It's just like, wow, bro. But he's a lieutenant, so you got to
He
kind of
gonna
move.
he gonna realize he a goofy later. I promise you that. For doing
Yeah,
that.
but we've kept it a stack over here since day one. We've reported on Wack, whether good or bad. You know, we know how I felt about things.
Yep.
But then when
I
he
ain't changed
came
my
through-
mind on Loose till he came to the show and we talked. Like it
yes,
was a
we met Loose. I personally like Loose. I think he's good people's. I'm hoping things pan out for him. You know,
Yeah.
the fact that Al Prophet didn't have anything to say about him, in my eyes, is good news because that
That
means
is.
he ain't heard shit.
How can we
So
put a
I'm-
stamp on? Let's be real here. First of all, when Wack found out that Luce's wife allegedly called him a bitch, but she said, if he a bitch, I'm a bitch, he went the fuck off and he said, oh, I'm a bitch? Oh, okay.
But hold on, let's touch on the key point.
Because he thought she called him a bitch, Luce a rat now. Just like that. That's how
It ain't
now, if
even
you
that,
agree
though.
with that, then you're fucked up in the head, and you just ain't no change in your brain about Wack. I get it,
But
but
what's
just
even
like
worse
that,
than
and
that?
then his explanation is, yeah, because she called me, which we can't believe nothing he say. We already know that his credibility is so shot to the fucking
Zero.
under the ground. Like it's done. Let's be real. It's time to be real and stop lying to yourself. Now, other than that, like his explanation, no, B-Rad, swear to God, his explanation is. After she allegedly called him a bitch, he found out that his explanation was, oh, she told me they trying to pin a murder on Luce. But then Luce told me, see, I could watch him and I see he making it up as he go. I swear to God,
As
I
he
was
goes.
watching him. He's making it up as he go. He said, but then Luce told me, then they told me he getting out in 2 days. Okay, this was like probably a week and a half ago. Luce ain't out. So because of that, he ran with the snitch narrative, and everybody on that dumbass, these Clubhouse people, I love them. I fuck with all y'all, but some of y'all need to slap yourself and stop playing. I understand y'all want clout, y'all start building channels, y'all want Clubhouse clout, which is worth nothing. That's goofy as hell. At least make a
Just
YouTube
turping
channel
bullshit.
and then capitalize off of that like Clubhouse TV and them niggas. But y'all goofy asses just sitting there on Clubhouse thinking you're going to get some type of clout off of that. Y'all are stupid as hell. But then you
Giving it up
heard
for
him say, oh, you getting out 2 days? Oh, he a rat. Oh, he a rat. He a rat. He a rat. He a rat. And everybody there ran with it. Then next thing you know, he come out with this dumb shit, stupid shit, retard. The words like, "Oh, I got a letter from Luce's lawyer." What kind of lawyer did Luce got? So you get a letter, you get a recording. No, not a letter, a recording from Luce's lawyer saying some bullshit. And we heard the recording. It sounds stupid as hell. It sound some bullshit. And we know Wack got many minions to run plays. He got all kind of all that. AI. That's with all the fuck shit. And then Luce girl hit me like, what the fuck? So she sent me the letter and everything else. Like, but when you think about it, if you got any type of sense, why would the man lawyer? How you get the lawyer on the phone talking the dumb shit? Give me a break, man. And that's his other. And that was the other reason why he a rat. There's no paperwork. There's no nothing at all. Oh, Luke, they said, because he don't have a hearing yet or something. You don't know. All right. You don't have a right to call that man a rat, Wack, and you're not no type of real nigga if you roll with Luce and he was supposed to be a side man, right hand man, all that, and you find out his girl say this, you go off like a retard to get these words, man. You go off like a slow person to get clout. Then you find out she call you a bitch because you call her a bitch, which you calling your right hand man's wife a bitch.
That's crazy.
But once the war on, ain't no more right hand man.
Showing who you are, and then once you find out, she said, "Oh, if I'm a bitch, you a bitch." He a rat now. He's a rat now. He's in jail. You think he got control over his female? That told me you don't know nothing about jailing. You went to jail when you were 16 and you got whatever. You went to jail, young dude. You don't understand nothing about jailing. You always talk about all this bullshit. You was a young dude though. Go to jail now as the older dude. Let's see how many. Oh my god. Never mind. But anyway, like I'm done with it, bro. We done, and we gonna go over all this shit. I got so much videos and so much shit to talk about, but I'm done with it. We done.
Because it's gonna keep you stagnant. Like, to be honest, even it's gonna make people two sides.
Trust me, we all for that. I hear you, and trust me, I've been hearing you. This is my way out of that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, because we do got time invested into that situation though. Because we done content with both of them. We have a relationship with Lou, so it's like, bro, it's time to a point we got to back away from the table, bro, because it's gonna keep us stagnant.
Jay Reed subscribed to the channel, and he might want to speak some piece, but I ain't gonna because until Luce get out of whatever he going through or whatever. If I find out some shit about Luce, then I'll bring. Let me stop. But anyway, man,
that video that you uploaded, when was that video? That video that you just posted on the page.
Which one?
That was some shit.
Oh, Snoopy Badass, all that. That's old shit.
And that was like a couple months ago.
I've been telling the homies, and I'm gonna tell you right now. You gotta start clipping this shit up because nobody know about how good the content is until you clip it up and make sure. So we got so much shit that's in the vote, but niggas don't be clipping it up. I get it, but it's just I understand you want to make new content and all that, but you gotta realize the shit you've been a part of and start clipping it.
I was
doing
seeing that. See, we part of the universe. Yeah, I mean, yeah. No, but I got. Nah,
you've been doing it. You've been doing
it. Yeah, I clip and review some of them shows. Yeah, I need to do more though. I need to do more.
Like, yo, the guys is doing it. I liked it right away.
Hey, but you show professionalism, and they both agree that you're a good addition. And
word, thank you, my brother.
I'm on a mission now. Trust me, I'm on a mission now. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Trust me. It's gonna be real professional in a minute.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
And we just gotta stay in the universe, though.
This is coming up on 3 years now, right?
Longer than that.
Man, we've been
longer than that.
We've been in college. We've been in college. Now we on our bachelor's degree. What is it?
Nice.
No, we about to go on for our masters. That's how I look at this shit. And then all these fake ass podcasters, we the real deal, homie. We the real deal.
So we got a universe now, man. I cover your shit, I react your shit, I react to Bush shit, vice versa, and that's how we gonna do it.
Oh, for sure.
I gotta follow B Rad.
Okay,
I gotta
no
get
doubt.
This going.
Hey, EST, anything in this world, all you gotta do is text me, and it'll happen. That's all.
I appreciate that.
I see what he's saying though. It's facts. I'm gonna jump on.
And you too, no, because EST is gonna be mad at you. If you're not in tune with his channel, he gonna be in tune with yours.
Yeah, I've been dropping comments on his. I've been checking
support. Nigga,
I showed
get the fuck on.
Like AMP, let's copy the model with AMP. Casanat, Duke, Dennis, Agent. They all in their universe covering each other's content. Why not we do it? You know what I'm saying? We gotta get a universe, a circle. That's
power
it.
in numbers and it's money in power. On that note, we the fuck out of here.
You know?
IP episode 3, episode 4, every Saturday 9:30. Man, we on the road now, y'all. It ain't gonna stop. It's only gonna get better.
Gripped up, he ain't trying to fight. 2 keys make a nigga risk it. I'm on the road with a 2-piece and a biscuit. Getting caught, that ain't shit we talk about. A nigga talk when he caught, stab him in his mouth. I ain't even do shit. The clip working construction. We move bricks. Look at me now. I made myself. We did it for the love. We did it by ourselves. You know the same story on the block, rock for wop. Now we building the business underground to the top. A lost young nigga hustling on a dark road. I'm still a hustler. Cause that's all I know. Flip it to the snow cause the tree was too slow. Now we Maji and Perk, we bout to cop a boat. I love my niggas though, last real niggas left. From the cage to the stage, we did it the best. Weak niggas got left, sleep niggas got slept. From the page to page, Brooklyn we born to rep.